Hello guys, welcome back. How is everyone doing today? In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to do a random multi-directional teleporter in Roblox. In this example, I'm going to use 4 different teleporting paths. But literally, you can follow this example and have any number of teleporting paths you like in your games. Here I am in my workspace. I have path 1, which is this one right here. Path 2 is the one next to the red block. Path 3 is the one next to the car, and path 4 is the one next to the bushes. I have grouped these 4 paths into this model called teleporting paths. Basically, when a player hops onto one of these 4 paths, he or she is going to be randomly teleported to any of the other 3 paths. Let me just point out that none of these paths have any script attached to them. And now let us go to our server script service. We're going to add a script. Our script is called random teleporter script, and this script is going to add the touch event to all those paths. On the first line here, we're using the get children method to get all the children of teleporting paths. Paths is going to be an array of 4 elements, and each element is going to contain one of these 4 paths. Here we're using a for in I pairs loop to iterate through this array paths. And for each element returned, we're adding the touch event to that path. Here we're checking for humanoid. If it is a humanoid touching our path, first thing I want to do is I want to turn off the can't touch property of that path. So I only want to allow a single touch. In the case of a bi-directional teleporter, it really doesn't matter if the system records 2 or 3 touches per touch, because we're sending the player to the same location. In this case, we're sending the player to a random location. So if the system records two touches and the first location is a different location than the second location, then that could cause a problem with your game. Next, I'm going to find a random element inside this array to teleport the player to. So here I'm declaring a new variable called toPath, and I'm assigning toPath to an element of that array where the element number is a random number between 1 and the number of elements in the array. In this case, it's going to be a number between 1 and 4. The reason we need the repeat until loop here is because sometimes the toPath, the random path that is selected, is the same path that we are currently standing on, that we are currently touching. So in that case, we don't want to teleport the player to the same path again. So we want to keep on repeating this process of looking for a random path until we find a toPath that is different than the current one that we are standing on. Once the toPath is found, we turn off the can't touch of the toPath, and we change the transparency to 0.8. We want to give the player 3 seconds to get off the path, otherwise he or she would be teleported again to a different location. So now we're all set to teleport the player. Here we're using pivot 2 to teleport the player. We're waiting for 3 seconds, and then we're resetting everything back to the way they were before. So if the player does not get off the path in 3 seconds, he or she would be teleported again to a different location. Let's now play and take a look. Here we are. I'm gonna hop on the first path, which is the blue path, and it takes me to the green path next to the red block. I'm gonna go back on the green path, and it goes back to the blue path. What luck. Let's try it again. Blue path, now it goes to the yellow path next to the bushes. And as you can see, like as soon as I get to the new path is transparent, and it takes about 3 seconds for it to go back to normal. So while the path is transparent, I wouldn't be able to use it until it's back to normal. Let's see it again. See the yellow? It does not go anywhere because it was transparent. And now I can use it again to hop on, and it goes to the green path. everyone, that's how you build a random multi-directional teleporter in Roblox.